it in. So we're gonna move on.
You get your pimp sticker.
Yeah. I want to talk about everything wrong with game journalism and how it can be fixed.
All right.
But I'm focused on how it can be fixed. I think it can.
Okay.
And this has been inspired by Gaming Illuminati's videos. Do game journalists even game? And they were talking about Uncharted reviews in particular, but I want to bring it into the macro. So my first question is, and I know you're very charged up on this topic, So I'm just gonna ask you this. You can go wherever with this.
Okay.
How do you consume game reviews? Read articles, just look at the scores, or do you watch video reviews?
I don't pay attention to game reviews most of the time.
Good job.
Because it's either a game that I've been playing, a series I've been playing forever, like Madden, or it's a game that like I just know is going to be an experience regardless of if it's good or not.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't pay attention. Like I buy old games, so
Yeah.
there's no point.
Mm-hmm. How often do you think then like game reviews actually like sway opinions? Because I feel that fans use game reviews kind of like political TV. Like they just want to get their opinions validated. Like they brag about, oh, the game I like has this rating, and it's like this game is better than your game, and it's a console seller, and like Mass Effect's not. Like Madden is better than Mass Effect. Like no, like
They're not even comparable.
They're not comparable in any way. Not in quality, but it's not the same. They're just not the same game.
Yeah.
But like people will do this, like, with The Last of Us. Like, Last of Us can be polarizing to some people. Like some people just don't like it, but it was critically acclaimed or whatever. But you can't use like the high ratings as something to, like that shouldn't make me feel that the game is good.
Yeah.
But people on the internet, they think otherwise. I don't know. What do you think about that? Like, have you encountered that?
As far as looking for confirmation bias, that's like what every bit of news is for everybody. Every bit of like journalism, whether you want to call it that or not. Everybody's going to go places looking for confirmation bias, except for the very few people that can truthfully admit to themselves that they want to know everything. Like that they want to know the truth, they want to know what's really going on. So games media, games journalism, games reviews is the same thing. They think, oh well, this game can't be bad because it's got these people as voice actors, or it's about this like world or this character or this genre.
And who's that guy that's voice acts everything?
Troy Baker.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how you know your game's good.
And Nolan North.
Yeah.
They're in everything.
But I'm guilty of it. Like, have you been guilty of trying to validate your opinions with
Yeah, everyone has.
Okay. Well, I noticed it with when Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire came out, and the infamous 7.8 that they gave it.
Whoa.
So before that, I know. But before that, I started looking at reviews back in Pokemon Black, and they gave it a 9. They gave Pokemon Black 2 a 9.6. I mean, I agree, obviously, because Pokemon Black 2 is like one of the greatest games of all time.
Yeah.
Anyways. And they called them amazing, but Pokemon Oris got a 7.8, and they just called it good. How dare they, Sam? How did they just call this game, this amazing remake, good?
How dare they voice their opinions?
They knocked it for having too much water or having too many HMs.
Wait, too much water?
Yeah. It's a tropical country.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hawaii doesn't deserve to be a state, man. It's just got too much water in between. Can't handle it, man.
And too many HMs, which that doesn't make sense. It has the same amount of HMs, like compared to every other Pokemon game.
Shh.
So, like, when I was reading this review, you could give it a 7.8. That's not really well, I did care about that at the time, but I read the review again like yesterday, and you can just obviously tell like that this person doesn't play Pokemon.
You contained your salt for a couple of years.
Oh yes. So I mean, and it really not only it angered me a second time yesterday because this person obviously like they might be like the RPG reviewer. I don't know that, but they definitely don't know anything about Pokemon that much. Like they haven't played the game since the original Ruby and Sapphire, at least. I mean, at most, because they don't know. They're referring to like super training and the player search system and Pokemon and Me as new things, but they weren't. because they were introduced a year before this game. And if you would have played the first, like played X and Y, you would have known this is not new. I'm like, okay, all right, all right. I don't know. It really just got on my nerves. Like, I don't like. I'm just gonna go over what I don't like.
Okay.
I don't like racing game reviewers reviewing my RPGs. Because I remember, wasn't there? I think there was a story that we covered like months ago. Some racing reviewers were reviewing RPGs. They're just silly. And I'm pretty sure if I looked, I could go find it. But it's like a real thing. Or like
You talking about the one guy who was reviewing Rock Band and was like, I don't play music games or something like that?
Oh yeah, that might have been what I'm talking about. Yeah, that was over the summer. I
People
think.
reviewing games that they don't like care about are not good people.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
I would say that.
I mean, they're not good. They're not good people because of that. Like, they're bad people, but it's not because of that. I'll say that much. But I don't like numbering systems.
Yeah?
Like, because, I mean, this is an art. It's not an exam. Websites should just stop doing that. They want people to actually read it, but they don't. They want...
Like, you don't give the Mona Lisa 7.8.
I mean, had too much paint. Went a little too heavy on that. But... like, they don't care about people actually reading their reviews. I guess that's the thing. Like, we would like to think that they care about their writing as an art.
No.
But they don't. They just care about, like, if they see the score, like, seeing the score and reading the paper is the same thing to them because it's just one click and one, like add money, whatever thing to them.
Yeah.
I don't know. And another thing is, my last thing for, you could air your grievances. I know you got a lot of them. I feel like reviews are just rushed out way too quickly. They end up being subpar, or incomplete, or just like downright, like just blatant summaries of what the game is. Kind of like an advertisement, like a watered down like ad video, like commercial. But like I didn't come here for that. Like I know what the game kinda is. I was looking for like how good did it execute on those things, and like it worked both ways though. I think as consumers, we have to be like a little more patient maybe, but it has to start with the writers though. Like you have to force us to be patient. Like wait a week and don't try to force yourself to play like a 40-hour game in 2 days, because then you're gonna make a bad review or not a review at all, just a summary, and we're just gonna like look at the score and it's not gonna be like the more time they put into this is the better decision we make, and we'll be happier with the product.
Yeah.
Now does that affect the bottom line? At all? If it does, it's probably going to be negatively because they're making them slower at a slower rate. But I don't know. It'd be nice to think that they actually cared about what they're doing, but they don't because it's a business. I mean, yeah. So.
Okay, so not to counter your point, but to kind of talk about your point that they need to wait longer. I don't think that's entirely the problem, because if they wait too long,
it won't be relevant anymore.
It won't be as relevant. Because a lot of people will have already gotten the game, or will have already...
But most people buy it day one. Like people that...
Some people, maybe. Like, review copies need to go out quicker, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying you should... I don't have a perfect fix, but if, like, review copies and press copies and stuff went out, say, a month before the game was released, you can push releases back, like, the official releases back, even if you're not changing... like the development time, and then just send out like press copies so people have time to play it, like the game reviewers have time to play it, and they can get their reviews together and not have it be like, I played a 40-hour game in 2 days, I haven't gotten any sleep, I'm basically dead, here's a review that I couldn't like physically focus on.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about like the games people sending out game reviews, because I heard they get the review copy anywhere between a week or to the day of the game comes out. Sometimes it's just like, if you're a lower level reviewer, they're like, alright, we'll give it to you the day it comes out. Well, thanks.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's probably the best fix. Because they give them a week before the game comes out. That's good.
And there are some people that do like smaller reviews, when they do tech demos at CES and E3 and stuff. People do like smaller reviews on certain things up to that. And then when they do actually get their review copy, they have an idea of what they're doing, and they already know like the basis of what they're doing. They're just filling in some holes with this extra playtime.
And like when they do see that CES or E3 and they get that final copy, they'll be able to see what the developers actually improve on. They could tell you like, is this developer actually like working through the whole cycle, or was this game done like 6 months before, and it's had a 6 month like a promotion period basically to hype it up.
Because if you're like playing a game at CES, and that's in like January, I don't know when CES is. Say hypothetically there's a convention in January, and then someone goes to that game in January, but goes to see that game in January, but the game itself isn't released until like August, and then the person plays through like, say the tutorial is what they show at this game convention, and then they play through that same tutorial in August when the game is released, and it is pixel for pixel exactly the same thing. That would be a huge problem, and would be something that you could tell in your review. Hey, this is exactly the same thing. They didn't fix a single bug in the tutorial, which is like the first 5 minutes are the most important part of a game. That's when you hook your audience and really get them to care, for the most part.
And you can accuse Destiny of that, because most people would say that the demo they had out was exactly the same as like that same part of the game when the game came out. So there's Activision for you. Anyway, let's cut out all that BS. Talk about Gamergate, buddy. You have the floor.
It's a little too late to talk about Gamergate.
No, it's still relevant to this day.
Okay. So I think the fact that we're talking about the problem with games journalism means Gamergaters won. Because we're actually having a discussion about like ethics and games journalism and the problems with games.
Well, I'm not talking about like what the problem with like the Gamergate problem is, that it's ruining like the integrity of the reviews.
Yeah.
What my problem is that like that's not the problem with me, is that they're rushing out these reviews that just aren't as good as they could be. Like it's on the industry. I'm not talking about like corruption industry. Like the industry itself is kind of flawed.
I was going to get to the corruption.
Well, yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Oh, the Gamergaters beat you. They didn't beat me. That's what I'm trying to say.
They didn't beat me. I'm saying they were right. They won the overall discussion, because no one's still talking about how. Okay, well, people are still talking about how gamers are sexist, but that's not
relevant or
the
important.
Prevailing discussion.
Yeah.
So, this isn't going to be specifically about Gamergate, because I did not care enough to like find my notes on that.
I didn't care at all. I don't think it's important. I thought you cared though.
No, I was just surprised when you brought this up. I was like, so this is going to turn into Gamergate somehow.
Oh, so you don't care about Gamergate?
Not anymore, no. Not enough.
Will you have any other like problems that you see in the industry?
Just don't sell yourself, or don't sell like a game development slot in your company to a developer like that doesn't deserve it.
What do you mean?
If you're going to have your company develop, distribute, whatever, if you're going to be working with a game developer, make sure it's a game developer that deserves you and your company's assets. You know what I mean?
So you're telling us to a publisher?
Yeah, publisher, right? Sorry, not developer. But if you're going to be publishing a game, don't publish
with EA.
Any game.
Oh, okay.
Don't publish with EA either, because let me tell you, they're not good with their customer base. But give it to the people that give your assets, help the people, distribute for the people that deserve it, and review games honestly.
I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good point. I just want the reviews to be just better, because like it's becoming, I don't know if a reflection of the people who consume it. It might be the consumers are like they're accepting these subpar reviews because they're not looking at the reviews, just looking at the scores, and like there's just a community problem here. And will it ever be fixed? I hope so. We had some solutions, but will it ever be implemented?
Probably not.
Yeah,
not unless we get in charge.
Well, nothing will ever enforce that, because
No.
it's a money business. It's not they don't treat it like art, even though
it's all about that cash.